Alright, so I have one of the drinks. This is raspberry blueberry Faygo. So I got this down at the gas station, and I told this guy that I had seen it on some insane insane clown posse, my bad, stuff, videos on their concerts. And then he told me the reason, why they started doing that. I forgot what the reason was because my memory is not the best ever since the accident when I was 11, but that's neither here nor there. Smells pretty good. So, I have a whole vial in this. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good stuff. What? I like it. It's refreshing. And it's kind of electrifying. What? Oh, man. It is a very nice day out here. The sun's out. There's birds everywhere. The first time I ever saw, I don't know if it's called a herd or a swarm, because I mean technically it's dragonflies, so a swarm would make sense. Anyways, I was fishing with my family at this spot, and along the side where where it curves like this, there were a lot of dragonflies, and it looked pretty cool. I remember when I was younger, living in Nevada, me and some of my friends, we used to go in the back of my friend's trailer. His father owned the trailer park. I was maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6, possibly. I don't know. Let's see. I was, yeah, maybe 8, possibly. That's all right. Anyways, yeah, I think dragonflies are pretty cool. I like their eyes. Their eyes look awesome, and they have pretty cool wings. I know it's like I'm not. I'm talking, but am I really speaking about anything? No. I wish I had the answers right off the top of my head. Like along the lines of answers to questions that very from very few people to nobody has been able to answer. Honestly, I feel like mentally, I figured out why we're here. But verbally, I just can't, you know, say it. I can't speak it. Because if I was to speak it, people just wouldn't understand it. And that sounds insane, I know. But that's all right. Oh, that's so funny. So I was watching this movie. I just found out uh, a while ago, a little while ago, when this movie was made. I think it was the late 60s or early 70s. That's a good movie. Anyways, I like the part where he says, "It's electrifying," and then he falls. It's pretty funny. So what do you think? I like this beanie. It says Bone on it. It's tight. I remember when I was younger watching one of the music videos of the Bone Thugs and Harmony. I think it was two of them because in one, I think he had a shirt that said Bone on it, which is tight. It's awesome. And then they had the beanies, or one of them had a beanie. It had the letters Bone in Old English. I really like Old English letters. To me, they're my favorite style of writing letters. So to say, if I was to write someone a letter, the first letter would be in Old English. You know, just like those old novels, or even some of the new books. I don't know if they still do that. Me personally, I think it's pretty cool, but yeah, it takes up a couple extra lines because you do the first letter, it's in Old English, it's usually big, so it's like that big, and the regular letters are along that line, along that line. So it's probably gonna take up about 3 lines with that one letter, and then the width of it will probably be along the lines of a word. I remember looking up if I was allowed to read books that were written, obviously, that were written by other people because it wasn't me that wrote the book. It said, it said, I just, I just saw a squirrel, the shadow of a squirrel go up this tree. Anyways, it said that you need the permission of either the author or the publisher of the book. I'm not positive exactly on that. All right, yeah. I was gonna do 4 videos together to make one, but I'm gonna do 5 now. And in each one, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about wearing something different. Yep. sure do like it out here. It's quiet, you know, other than the animals and the insects. Everybody's really spaced out here. There's not a lot of nearby traffic. Over here in an area like this, you get a lot of time to think, you know. It's along the lines of being able to actually get away from everything, but you're at home. Me personally, I wish I knew how people could just space out, you know what I mean? And stop thinking, just stare off into nothing. It's they're looking forward or they're looking at something, but they're not seeing it because they're lost in thought or they're lost in nothingness. Which honestly, I want to learn. I want to learn how to do that. How can you just think of nothing? Sometimes the only reason I say that is because my mind is constantly thinking, especially when I'm trying to just not think. Sorry, my bad. Me, I've always liked singing since I was a little kid. I'd sing any song that's on the radio or that was playing on, you know, whether it was CDs or cassettes. I remember cleaning out this house. I was helping my family and my granny. It was my granny's house. I was helping them clean the garage because there was some things in there, so we had to organize it and get rid of some stuff. It was fun. I had a lot of fun because I was with my family, you know, and we were being productive. I've heard time is short, so you want to be able to spend that time with people that you care about. Me personally, I like making memories. You see, but the thing is, ever since that head trauma, I mean, I haven't been able to remember everything. Which honestly, I was thinking about this when I was younger. That actually makes sense. Keeping a journal and writing down things that happened throughout your day and what you're thinking. That way, later on in your life, when you start to forget, you can just look back on your journals and read it, and then there's a possibility that a memory will come up in your mind. So I really like singing, right? But well, with this tracheotomy that was done when I was 11, it changed my voice, which is fine. You know what I mean? I remember, I remember being at this bar for karaoke, and I got up there. There was a lot of people there. It was my first time with a lot of people there. Usually, I could just I could just sing the song, the song that I chose, and it comes out very well. But that day, I picked a song and I couldn't. I was reading the words, but there was a lot of people. I was nervous or something. I'm not even sure what it was. But then I went there another day. This was a while later. And I got up on stage, and there was a woman there that was there before, and she told me to get off the stage. But then I started singing since there wasn't that many people because it was packed that day. I mean, all the tables were full, and there were people at the bar, on the stools. Anyways, yeah, I sang a song, and it was well because it was pretty good because people applauded. They really liked my singing. So I remember this one night. I was up there singing karaoke, and this guy came up and he was reading the words too. But now I'm not hating. I would never hate on somebody. You know what I mean? I think he started crying. Like one tear came out of his eye. You know what I mean? That makes sense. There's really good songs out there. And when you're listening to somebody sing it and it sounds so really good, really well, you know what I mean? It makes sense because certain songs will make you feel the way you did the first time you heard it, or something like that. Oh, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fago, delicious. That was delicious. Hey, that was pretty good though. Genuine. Sorry about that. My neurological system is off balance.